Hey there, fellow Kerbonauts. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 24 of Kerbal Space Program Colonization, which originally aired live on Twitch. Now my money is at, what's my money at? 7.75 of a mil? Time to go back to Kerbin. This ridiculous, over-engineered, weird thing that I built. Alright, let's retract these things. Yeah, my energy is full. Close the doors. Still Delta V of 6K. Choo-choo! Just to remind you all, I did make the decision not to bring any of the set-up science stuff. I'm not going to eject the other fairings because it might hit the rockets here and do some damage. So I'm going to keep the fairings on until I'm ready to get rid of everything. All right, let's circularize. That'll do. Yeah, I don't want to break any parts of this rocket accidentally. All right, let's warp to maneuver. Whee! And then we're going to get home. And probably do some more sciencey stuff. Oh! That's a lot of science. 33 science that I just got because something else went smack. Cool. I will take it. All right, we are orbiting. Set target. Well, I don't even have to set target. So to eject, we want to eject about here to get back to Kerbin. Looking at the periapts. All right, that has us crashing. Let me try to eject without some weird polar orbit so that I can choose my landing spot. I'd like to try to land like at Kerbal Space Center. So there's a periaps 300K. And with a pretty flat plane, so all right, there we go. That's my burn. Yoinkies. Do you guys remember if I did a magnetometer boom of Mun? Probably not. I don't remember. Because I have so much fuel I could fly by the Mun, orbit it, and do a magnetometer reading. But I'll just get home. Because I don't think that's worth the trip for science. Alright, periapts looks good. Now we just time warp and hope that... the other thing I have to keep an eye on, which would be terrible, is the time it takes... what's-his-face to become a tourist. Do I have enough time? Yeah, okay. He doesn't become a tourist before I get to Kerbin. That's good. Because otherwise he'd be stuck in orbit until I sent someone up to slap him. So here's our very... it's slightly inclined, but not terribly. So the periapts in 1 hour, we're going to circularize. And then try to land at Kerbal Space Center as close as I can without aerobraking mods. Okay, so we have 2 days left of HAB. And where is Kerbal Space Center? It's here. Now, I do have a plant flag on Mun, but we'll also see what other missions are offered. I'm surprised I haven't done gather surface deployed goo observations yet, because I have like 4 of them set up, but I think they're just dreadfully inefficient, and they take forever to, yeah, 38% of 50. So we might have to set some of those up so I can actually complete that stupid mission that has been hanging on for a long time. But we have 129 science, and when I land, I'm going to have a whole lot more. That'll give me access to unlock some stuff. So my orbit doesn't need to be perfectly circularized. I'm just trying to get it so it's easier to pick my landing spot. And then another thing I have to be cautious about is to not inadvertently make, I have 2 days to land. I think that's plenty, but not make him a tourist. Right, let's warp here. I basically just have to warp a bunch of time until it's morning. Or I don't have to, but I for your sake, for viewer's sake, I'm going to. So that you can actually see the landing, because otherwise it will be in darkness. All right, so there it's let's warp here and then take us in. Great, perfect. Oops, that's not what I meant to hit. Maneuver. Take us in. All right, that's my maneuver. Wow, what the? Oh, it added a cycle to... Oh, come on now. Boo, not cool. I didn't realize I was going a whole orbit before the maneuver, because I must have hit, like, next cycle. All right, there we go. Just gonna rough it, because we're losing daylight. Jeb here mucked around in a whole day up in orbit. I should have thought about this and adjusted the ejection force of that fairing. The other thing I didn't do is my parachutes are on, I don't know which ones are which. I have 3 drogues and like 4 normals, and I obviously want to deploy the drogues first, so I might have to do that manually. But oh well, that's my bad. All right, let's quick save. Make sure I'm coming in nice. All right, this looks okay. Let's point retrograde and slow ourselves down. We're a bit too high up. Oh, yeah, we're way too high up. Whee! Land me! Alright, this is a bad attempt. Because I came in too shallow. But we'll recover some of the money. It won't be a tragedy or anything. Now we come. With all this min-mince science, something's warming up that shouldn't be. But I think we're okay. Oh, that scared me. But that was not my ship going boom. That was my side rockets. Alright, my thrust away ratio is now terrible. Yep, we're through. Alright, fairing deploy. Drogues deploy. Let's try to keep the nerve engines. There's the drogues, main chutes. Because these are worth some money. So if I can posture check, if I can keep them, that's some good money recovered. It depends on what our. Oh yeah, we're fine. I can keep them. Our surface speed isn't less than 9, but I can fire up the atomic engines a little bit to slow us down. Or not. We'll see. This is a little sketchy. I'll quick save. Oh, cannot quick save while about to crash. Hey, you take that back, Kerbal Space Program. This isn't a crash. It's a lovely landing. A lovely landing. Yeah, what? About to crash. Psh. All right, let's see. Did I actually crash? Some nose cones. No, it's perfect. And here we have the birth of Kerbal Space Sea Lab. Alright, cool. Recover vessel. And give me that science. Give me that money. Or not. Just black screen me for a long time. Alright, there we go. 616.9 science earned for a total of 746. The parts were recovered 50 kilometers offshore at 95.6% value. Recovered 58,000. Jeb's good. We knew that was going to be the case. Pumpkin Loft, welcome from YouTube. All right, let's take a look at what I can unlock with this. So, I could unlock high-performance fuel systems. That would be about 2/3 of my science. That would be the really big fuel tanks. Alternatively, I could unlock advanced metalworks, which is not. I mean, those girders are good for like satellites, but not crazy cool. Then composites lead to metamaterials, which help you build space stations, but I already have a bunch of those parts. I don't really care much for supersonic flight, so I've been kind of ignoring that. Heavy landing would be pretty good, except for I don't like these landing gears. Advanced motors would be really good if I want good rovers. So that's probably what I'm going to lean towards. Ion propulsion would be propulsion for satellites. I don't have what I need to get experimental science. Unmanned tech would be pretty good too, not going to lie, but... Was this the relay antenna they were talking about? No. The fuel cell array would be pretty nice, not going to lie. But I think advanced motors is going to win, in my heart. All right, and then we have a little bit left, which gives me precision propulsion, I guess. Does that give me Separatrons? It does. All right, so definitely get that. So that's all my science. Mission control. A flag on Minmus, an orbital station around Mun. So where are we headed next? Is, I guess, the question I have for you. Where are we headed? Minmus or Mun? So the poll's above my head, and you can vote. 1 is Minmus, 2 is Mun. Currently, I have plant a flag on Mun, which is outstanding. Quest mission that I have, and then goo observations on Mun, which is outstanding. If we went to the Mun, I could get science data around the Mun for 40k. I could build a station, which would be easy to build for about $250,000. For 100k, I could test some random landing gear while orbiting Mun, which is pretty easy to do. And I could test the ruggedized vehicular wheel on escape trajectory out of Mun. I could do as well. So yeah, there's more money in going to Mun. Probably more science in going to Minmus. It's up to you where we go. Looks like Mun is winning, so I'm going to prep for Mun. So let me accept this orbital station around Mun. And that orbital station is going to be really easy to build. And then accept the science data around Mun. Finish construction of a rover on the surface of Mun. So what is this? After you accept this contract, you can view the rover in the tracking station, evaluate the missing parts, and plan to move it to the target waypoint. You'll likely need to send an engineer to attach parts to the rover. I don't want to do this because this dictates my landing spot, which then dictates whether I get science or not, which is not great. I don't want a mission to dictate whether I get science, so I'm not going to take that. All right, well, there we go. We have a flag, science data from space, an orbital station, and to deploy more goo cans. So let's build that real quick. The orbital station is what I'm going to have to consider first. So we'll probably do something similar to the Minmus mission we just ran, which is like a ejectable orbital station design so that we're not stuck. Wow, this is running slow. Mun station. All right, thanks for voting. I guess I never named the Minmus station. That's my bad. So what do I need? 10? 10 Kerbals. Okay. So here is. Let me just adapt the last one. Obviously, significantly changing it, but it will be faster if I adapt it. So, why am I getting music from Kerbal? I turned the music off. That's really strange. Yo, Kerbal, listen to your own settings. Music's off. Odd. Okay. This will be the Mun station. It needs Isru 10 Kerbals. Does not need all the liquid fuel, so I'm gonna rip these off. Alright, so Isru 10 Kerbals. So 10 Kerbals is easy to do. Done. There's 10 Kerbals. I didn't really like this setup, but like, whatever, it worked. Okay. Service bay has everything we need. Now, I am going to want to do a little bit of science, but we do have a communicatron, so we'll be able to transfer that back to home. Shield. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to design a slightly different thrust system here, because the last one I used was slow. So if we take a look here, it doesn't have a liquid fuel requirement. It just has the Isru converter, which is on top, and then 10 Kerbals, which this is manned for 10 now. So that is easy. Let me not make the same mistake I always make and put a fuel adapter on the top that's liquid fuel only, because I do that constantly. I don't think there is one. Yeah, there's no cones for this style, so forget about it. So then I'll design, this here will be my lander. We will take swivels, I think. They're the, I always forget which one's vector. So this vectors and this doesn't. Correct. We'll take the swivels. Okay. And then let's see if we can't slap some landing legs on it. That will reach. Yep, that will reach. Nice. Now these swivels, I can add more fuel to it. Maybe not that much. That's a little much. I can have them look ridiculous. Alright, this is fine. And aerodynamic cones on the top. Alright. So that's my, this is my Mun lander. This is what lands. And then underneath the Mun lander will be the circularization phase. So let's stage this section right. I will need to add fuel ducts because they're asparagus. Correct. This here doesn't matter when it comes off. Okay, good. Now that I don't have to worry about fuel efficiency, God knows I'm not going to. I'ma just get to space fast. So, expensive, but big thrust. All right, so the thrust to weight ratio of this is 2. And then let me strut this up. I'm just trying to build quick for your entertainment. Strutted. And strut them together. What was that nonsense? Symmetry like broke there. Oh, there it goes. Symmetry went super haywire. Strut together. This could be 4 symmetry. Out to the cones. Done. All right. I'm too focused. Lower ejection velocity. Yes, I could do that. I heard you. It didn't hurt me last time, but ejection force of 0 is fine. It still will have a bit of ejection force. And let's do sides 6. Out like a pretty star. More debris, right? Kessler syndrome, here we come. All right, and then the last part of this is just going to be solid fuel boosters to help me break atmo. Probably only 4 of them is fine. I want ones that gimbal. These Clydesdales are really awesome, but they are expensive. The Pollexes don't gimbal. The Kickbacks don't gimbal. The Thoroughbreds are the way I'm gonna do this. Cool. All right, bring that down a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. I'm actually going to pull a fuel tank off of this. Oops, maybe not that one. There we go. And then I could put like payload shells for satellites, but I'm not going to do that. Just aerodynamics. Thank you. Good. I am satisfied. A little bit more stressing. Struts. So to each other. And then the middle out. Then here to the cone. All right. Looks good. I do believe this will satisfy all the requirements of the station that we are needed. Let me raffle this off and name it after one of you guys. I just need to refresh my giveaway real quick. And it is refreshed. So if you're I'll even open it up to everybody. User, subscriber, no matter who you are, if you type something, this station can be named after you. One other thing I wanted to do this station is let's make it useful by giving it a computer core, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing that, because it doesn't really matter, but I'll give it a computer core anyway. And it has a computer core. The other thing I could do is the one thing I didn't like last stage was the drogue chutes. So now the drogue chutes are going to be on their own stage. There, done. All right, save. And launch, I think. Yep. Yeah, now it can think. Now it's a station that has a brain. A tiny one. But still, technically, a brain. He's too cute. Oh, Bill, you're in here? Oh, yeah. That reminds me. I'm gonna restage the drogue chutes as I fly, so I'm not worried about that. I want to bring goo containers and the stuff like that, so we will bring Bill. Maybe there's some tourists I can have hop along too. I should take a look at that. But yeah, let me go to the build now and rip this nose cone off, because I want to put cargo in here. So cargo storage unit. We are going to put a goo container. Put a communicatron. Put a few photovoltaics. this requires an atmosphere. Yeah. Wait, requires no atmosphere? Let me read it, because I'm stupid. Nah, whatever. I'll just bring one. The weather analyzer. Okay, so this is no atmosphere. This is yes atmosphere. So I did it right. Because obviously the weather analyzer requires an atmosphere. So this requires no atmosphere. Good. Seismometer. Anything else I'm missing here? Stamp O-Tron ground anchor? What is this? Oh, it allows you to do in situ construction. Okay, I don't need that. I don't think I need EVA experiment kit, but I'll bring it anyway. All right, that should be good. That should be good. I'm going to run the raffle. And this is the raffle for Ruffle. Congratulations, Ruffle. So this is the Ruffle Mark 1. Let's launch it. Don't forget the tang. Tang's included. Off, and away we go. I'm still a little peeved about the whole power situation that we had there, but whatever. Launcho! Let me not use my liquid fuel if I can help it. Yeah, I don't need it. Go on solids only. It's not actually Tang. It's seltzer with juice. But if you would like to pretend it's Tang, have at it, my friend. Well, interesting. I can't right-click these the hitchhiker storage modules to become habitats for some reason. Did I like decouple already or something? There's something dreadfully wrong. Let me revert. Something weird happened. Something really weird happened. I gotta figure out what that was. Yeah, okay. The coupler was totally on the wrong stage. I don't know how all of our stages got all whacked. But I, at launch, somehow managed to... Okay, I need... Everything is wrong here. Oh, Lord. All of the staging got messed up. How did that happen? All right, we're good. I fixed it. At least I noticed that really, really early on, because I was like, why can't I interact with these halves? Oh, because they're not attached to the ship. They're just being shoved. Like, you know, a space crash. What a weird... I don't know what happened. Save and load, or I moved apart or something. I don't know. But problem solved. Okay, thrust to weight of 2.3. Next stage is getting rid of the thoroughbreds. After that, it is getting rid of this mammoth stage and then launching the swivels. And then that asparagus stages out, and then yes. Okay, so the staging is correct. I fixed it. The other thing I didn't check is if this station... Yes, so the station does supply all of the demands. The ISRU, the 10 Kerbals, That was the other thing that I needed to check, and it does that. I'm going to start to carefully tilt to 90 for the gravity turn. I don't want to start doing cartwheels. Alright, our Apple apps is 37K, 40K. That wasn't good. We're alive, we're good. It survived the impact. Alright, 64, 60, almost 70. There, we just hit 70. And circularize my thing. Yep. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? Okay. It's zoomed all the way out. I was like, where's my ship? Yeah, crisis averted. We're good, we're good. Alright, it benefits me because of the efficiency of this Mammoth engine is to wait until we're in space to kick it on. Good enough, close enough. It's ISP, it's fuel efficiency increases in vacuum. Most of the rockets increase in vac. Alright, so this is the circularization. Hang on, I'm gonna readjust it to feel it was not as efficient as it could have been. Why isn't it letting me warp to... Oh, because it's in time. It's under a second or a minute away. All right, come on. Okay, we are orbiting. Good. Next, we go to the moon. And I just have to be a space station of the moon. It does not matter my periapse elevation. So I will try to do like an efficient burn here. I like that. That's good. Perfect. 260. Perfect. All right, let's warp. We will need to stage off the Mammoth stage, though. Hey, Daniel. Welcome. So, why does it increase only? Great, and what do you mean increase only? I'm sorry. Nikki, you were asking. We're pointed totally the wrong way. Gotta flip. And I don't have a lot of Delta V on this thing. Didn't build it all that with a ton of wiggle room. I think we'll be fine, but... Alright, let's see. We have... periapse, good. Why does the efficiency increase in space? Oh, so... You know, honestly, I couldn't answer you. I mean, it's a game mechanic, of course. So it's how to explain this like the most lay explanation ever. There are sort of two types of engines. There's ones where you supply the oxygen, and there's ones where you don't. And airplanes and stuff like that obviously need oxygen. They drink oxygen. You know, they have air intakes and all that. And they're most efficient in dense atmospheres because they need atmosphere in order to operate. Whereas engines they'll have less air resistance, so that non-oxygen intake engines are best used in vacuum as a result, where they're the most efficient because they're not pushing up against air resistance. It's probably the most lay explanation I could possibly offer, because I don't fully understand. It's just part of the game mechanics, so it's not like I fully understand the reasons as to why myself precisely. All right, so here we are. I'm not even going to do a perfect circularization here. It's going to be janky because I want to get rid of all of the nose coney stuff here because it's so heavy. And we're good. Contract is complete. $250,000 in my pocket. And let me decouple this. Oh, actually, let me deploy the shell. And then extend the solar. Extend the antenna. And then kick it off. Bye-bye. So this here is the, we'll call this the ruffle station. When I'm able to rename it, because my computer core is underneath there. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna actually, you're not really a station, you're a probe. You're the Ruffle Mark 1 probe. And all it is just holds crew. It doesn't do anything. I didn't design it to do anything. Alrighty. So let's hide the contracts and pick a landing spot. So in order to pick a landing spot, I have to figure out what biomes I have not yet been to. So let me turn on the bio overlay. And then, whoa. Let me turn on the flags. So here, as you can see, the flags where I've landed. This crater here I have not yet been to, but it's currently at the in the dark side of the moon. So let me warp until it is facing the sun. Another thing I have to be considerate of is my own power. I don't think I'm at risk of running out of power, actually. Oh, so here's a crater I haven't been to, I think. Crater landing. All right, so I'll aim for this one here. So let me warp here. You like this song? All right. Yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't have a flag in the middle of it because this is the east crater. So this maybe is the far east crater. I have no idea. All I know is that's where I'm going. All right, so that's my deorbiting burn for 230 delta V. And let me turn off the biome overlay so we can see a little bit easier. Good. And burn. Good enough. And as the moon rotates, I'll be more into the center. I like to aim myself over the center like this so that I can kill all my horizontal velocity and land somewhere sort of in the center. So now we're sort of sitting roughly over the crater. And my next step, I kill the horizontal velocity so we can come straight in. Maybe, actually not quite yet. About here. Okay, so now we're coming straight down. Just about. You can see the vertical lines indicate the sort of straight down. Okay, those were empty, so we got rid of them. Let me deploy the landing legs. And I'll deploy this shell. This is my final form. All right, we're 17,000 up. Ah! Let's hope I didn't time warp too much. The game hiccuped and maybe time warp more than I meant to. Oh, just hiccuped again. Don't do that, game. You make me crash. I don't want to crash. Alright, yeah, we're fine. Woo! Some smash science. I like that. Alright, so we have already done that. We need to plant a flag and transfer science from space around the mun. Oh, let's do a crew report right now. No, we'll have to do a crew report or EVA report with Bill. You guys remind me of that, so I don't forget. When we're launching back to Kerbin. All right, 200 meters. $50, $40, $30, $20. Touchdown. Ground tethers attached. And now, Bill, the engineer, is going to set up all the sciencey junk that we got here. So, Bill, let's go get the sciencey junk. Oh, there's a better way to do this, actually. So let me let go and put the constructor mode on. No, I don't want you to open. What are you doing? Not the lander can. Come on, closer. There we are. You'll still have to pick them up and set them up, but this cuts out a lot of the annoying moving parts. All right, constructor mode is off. Oh, nope. I lied. All right. Now we can start building the parts. I'm sure I brought like 3 times more solar than I need. But whatever. What I haven't done is plant a flag. I don't even know where we are. Let's take a surface sample. So it's northwest crater. Let's perform some EVA science. And it didn't give me anything because I've done EVA science here. Or like on Mun. I don't think it's biome specific. But this new part here is something I've never set up before. This little ionographer, whatever it's called. almost done. All right, it's all built. So this makes science per hour. So here's the goo container. I have a mission for the goo container. Bill, you get to plant the flag. Northwest crater, was it? Surface sample, I already have one. Your EVA report is actually going to be taken in space. So then let's grab the jetpack and do the EVA report with Jeb. And then do all the science that's in the storage here. Oh, what? No, come on, man. What are you, goober? Come on, goober. He just like let go. He's like, all right, concussion time. All right, so Jeb, you get the EVA report. We'll take our crew report from down here. And now the science bay. All of this lovely science that unlocks parts for us. I don't know why I have a magnetometer boom. That's my bad. I should have gotten rid of it. There's some of these experiments have diminishing returns, which means running them more than once is worth it, which is why I bring double. But I think that's everything. Close the doors and close. Okay. We are good. I have some random parachute here. I guess I left it. And yeah, blast off. Oh, actually, this is sort of perfect. I don't even really have to circularize. I can just do a burn at my apoaps that will sort of... I have to adjust this a bit, but will sort of take me back to Kerbin. This is pretty much the remainder of my Delta V. So I probably can't do an accurate landing from a lack of fuel. Let me bring this periaps in. There, 12K, that works. So that'll be my burn. So before I forget, Bill, EVA, do an EVA report from space and board again. Alrighty. You love the game? Oh yeah, it's worth buying. Star Sector, that is, we're talking about. Alrighty, so we're not going to get full refund for picking our landing spot because I don't have a lot of fuel left. But instead of circularizing Mun and then landing and transferring, I'm just doing it all in one big burn because we were roughly in the right position to do that. Oh, there we are. That's a smash hit there, which is fine. That's what we want. I can transmit or recover. So if you take the look at the science, transmit or recover scientific data. So I'm just planning on landing with it instead. Alrighty. Bye, Mun. Now, the other thing is I wonder if my goo collection science will go up from 38% to something better. Is there any chance I can land anywhere sexy? No, there isn't. Okay. Fine. Coming in. Hey, Yoda. There you go. Alright, so now we're in the atmosphere. And here is the re-entry burn. A lot of overheat warnings, but I think they're just for the radial they're for the radial separators. Oh. Separating, because, you know, they're kind of on fire. This part of my shuttle has no problems in terms of separation. Whee! Alright, there we go. Easy peasy landing. I should have gotten rid of the engines because they were heating up like crazy. But all our science is locked away in the science bay that I've just exposed to Earth Atmo, ruining the experiments. And now our gentle descent back to the planet's surface. Another hydrate. Oh, I'm almost out of liquid. Cheers. How's their view? Yeah, their view's pretty good. I mean, other than the glitchy terrain. That's a lot of parachutes? You know, it's a lot of parachutes, but yet we're still moving at 6 meters per second. So it's kind of a heavier lander, right? Hence the additional parachutes. There we go. Mun complete. Plus station. We did the station too. So our money should be like over $1 million now, right? I think. Which should give me the ability to upgrade the tracking station, which gives us the ability to grab asteroids. Grab asteroids. All right, 500 science earned, 19% value recovered. We are at 1.1 mil. Tracking station, you're getting upgraded. So now it's fully upgraded. Patch conics visible in the map. Unknown object tracking maneuver tool available. The maneuver tool is something new in the latest version. And the contract is complete. Let's take a look at the new contracts. Ooh, it's steep. So science data from Minimus, flag on Minimus, do an advanced scan with a rover, and Mun's a large crater. They're not paying enough for that. Surface outpost at Mun, surface outpost at Minimus, 9 Kerbals with a mobile processing lab? Jesus. Where do these tourists want to go? They want to go fly by Mun, orbit Minimus. You know, one of my biggest complaints is the tourists here need to have all the same itinerary. They all have different itineraries, which makes it impossible to really ever do it. Rescue some idiot who's Jedgun, who's stranded on the surface of the Mun. You're joking, right? Are all still alive and on Mun? Yes, they should be. Let me. Where is that? Wait, why am I? Oh, because this is. Here, let me go to the tracking station. They could be on different flights. The tourists. Yeah, I know. I find it silly that they have different itineraries. They all should be the same. let me get rid of some of this debris. Terminate. So here's the ruffle probe. Hide flags. Min-miss station debris. Terminate. So the Marzin is here. What are you doing, dude? Let's take a look at Marzin. See how they're faring. Yoda? He is 9.5, approximately. Alright, so here we are in the middle of the night with plenty of electric charge. Both are alive. Both have about 360 days of supplies. Habitation in 4 years. Home in 8 years. They're fine. They're totally fine. 360 days of supplies is a lot of supplies, and we can always resupply them if we need. You thought he'd be younger? Yeah, he's an old man. He doesn't have all those teeth anymore. Look up, dude. Look up. I want to see your handsome little face. Yeah, I've got some other dogs as well, but they don't hang out with me quite like this one does. Alright, you want to just go cuddle? Fine. What I'm surprised by is the lack of asteroid capture. That I don't have any missions despite unlocking asteroid capture that has me capturing asteroids. So in order to do that, you know what it might be? It might actually just be that I need to time warp a little bit. Thank you for watching Kerbal Space Program Colonization, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of Kerbal Space Program Colonization or any of my other content, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.